Here is Todd Fritz with his Bagel Nightmare story.
Okay, I have a question first. Can I name the company, or that could be a future sponsor? We should leave the company out.
Is it necessary to name them?
I don't think so.
Like a bagel?
Although I did send them a note yesterday complaining about the situation that I'm experiencing in my town.
How about just a bagel chain?
Yeah, that's fair.
Well-known bagel chain.
That's fair.
How's that? Okay.
Okay, so I'm going home from work Tuesday. I'm having a craving for a bagel, or in my case, a couple of bagels. So I go into the drive-thru and I ask for, an onion bagel with cream cheese. They stop me right there and saying, we don't have any onion bagels. I'm like, all right, so, that happens. You run out of bagels sometimes. It's 2:30 in the afternoon or whatever, and it's been open since 5, 6 in the morning. You run out of certain types of bagels. So then I asked for a garlic bagel, didn't have that either. So I was disappointed about that. Then I go to, all right, then how about a sesame? And they stop me again, no sesame bagels. So kind of sarcastically, and I've been known to be a little sarcastic / passive-aggressive. Okay, why don't you tell me what bagels you do have, and we'll go from there, is what I said. I don't know if that sounded rude, but I'm 0 for 3 in the bagels that I was requesting.
How did you say it, though?
I said, all right, I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? Why don't you tell me what bagels you do have, and then we can...
why don't we do this that's like a jerky thing that I would say.
I was very hungry, and I was very frustrated that 3 bagels in a row they don't have.
Okay.
So I did say it a little sarcastically.
Okay.
So then I go on to say, okay, so I'll have tuna on, and before I can ask for the 4th type of bagel that they may or may not have, we don't have tuna. So this is getting ridiculous. I thought I was being, so I said in a not so nice term, it's like, all right, you got to be kidding me, right? That's a little not nice to say that. Is this a joke? Are you kidding me? I've asked for a sesame bagel. I've asked for an onion bagel. I've asked for a garlic bagel. I've asked for tuna. None of those things they have. So I'm feeling like I'm going to the pizza place and saying that they don't have a slice of pizza or something like that. So anyway, moving on. I asked for those bagels. They don't have that. So I'm like, okay, why don't you just give me, I got an egg, sausage, and cheddar on a plain bagel, and I called it quits. I go around the corner, and I said, again, because I couldn't leave that alone, because I look forward to a nice onion bagel. So I said, what's the deal with the, so you just ran out of onion bagels? And all these, not only did they run out of onion bagels, they're discontinuing making onion bagels. So I proceeded to get even more sarcastic when I found out that tuna and onion bagels are now off the menu at this bagel place. I don't know if it's just my town or the whole chain. They're shutting down. She said tuna, chicken, and onion bagels, for some reason, are not being made anymore by this bagel store.
Yes, Paulie.
I just have a quick question to set the scene. Are you arguing with the president of the company, the ordering person at headquarters? Hold on.
Yeah.
Or a 17-year-old high school girl is taking your order?
That's a very good point. This was by a teenage girl, and I was just flustered, and I didn't even care who the recipient of my wrath was and my frustration that this was going on. And I said, so what's going on? So you have ran out of onion bagels? She goes, yeah, we're not making onion bagels anymore. No tuna and no chicken. They're all gone from the menu. So sarcastically, I couldn't let it go. I said, and so that the manager who was behind her can hear me, I said, so is this like pandemic related? What would COVID have to do with making onion bagels or tuna? No, we're just not having that on the menu anymore. And those are 2 things I really look forward to. A nice tuna on a bagel, an onion bagel with cream cheese. Onion bagels and tuna and chicken no longer available at this bagel place. I don't know if that lived up to the hype of the last 4 days.
That's the story?
Yeah, they didn't have it. I thought they were like punking me. I thought I was part of some kind of TikTok or someone was filming something, that they didn't have the sesame bagel or the onion bagel or the garlic bagel. They didn't have tuna.
Yeah.
And that they're not making onion bagels and tuna ever again.
Yes.
I think this is actually just a preview of Todd's new stand-up. That's essentially what going to watch him do stand-up was.
And I got the same amount of reaction and laughter. That I
No
got
jokes, but a funny story.
Well, it's a long story, and then there's no ending.
It was an experience that I had.
No,
it's not. I didn't sell it as part of a comedy routine. I wanted to share this, and I was really upset, and I still am. The whole time I drove home, I'm looking at my facial expression in the rearview mirror because I was getting lightheaded.
Yes.
So somebody in chat room has made a wonderful observation. Brandon in Florida. He said, I love the places Fritzy chooses to breathe in his sentences. Because he's just running through all of these. Because I like a nice onion bagel. I'm very much looking forward to one. And
Paulie has to tell Todd sometimes to slow down. Like when you blow right through the breathing stop signs.
I ran through about 4 of Paulie's stop signs.
Yes,
calm down.
Yeah, Todd, when you go to breakfast restaurants mid-afternoon, there is a chance that they'll be out of the product.
I accepted the first one, and then the second one, and then it became 4 different bagels. They're not going to make onion bagels anymore? Isn't that a pretty popular bagel? If you're playing Family Feud and name top 5 bagels, it's not going to be like pumpernickel or raisin, blueberry, whatever. Wouldn't onion bagel be one of the main bagels? Probably. It's like pepperoni isn't that one of the main things you would get on a slice of pizza? Pepperoni. That's how I look at onion bagels. If you're not going to get a plain bagel, is an onion bagel? Why would they stop making onion bagels?
Yeah, but The girl who's working there
I
has nothing
understand
to do
that,
with this.
let me ask.
But you yelled at her.
I'm giving all these different suggestions. Can I have this bagel? No. We have this bagel. No. I have this bagel. No.
But it's not her fault.
I know, but I needed an explanation. And the manager was no use because she turned to the manager and said, he wants to know if it's because of the pandemic that we're not making onion bagels or tuna anymore. Who ever heard of such a thing? Why is chicken and tuna and onion bagels banned from this bagel place?
What's a chicken bagel?
I don't know. I guess they have different meats. You can get a turkey sandwich. You can get
I've never
chicken
had
on
a
it.
chicken flavored bagel.
I didn't care about the chicken, but tuna and that hit home for me. No onion bagels ever again in this bagel place. And
This has now become my nightmare bagel.
it's also a small town where there's not like 11 other bagel places. Either Dunkin' Donuts or this bagel place.
You're my Karen.
I'm not like in a major city.
Yes, Paul.
You know, Todd, you not being able to have two salty, doughy, huge bagels
probably best for me,
after
the carbs.
skipping breakfast and lunch is probably the best thing that ever happened.
You're right. It's carbs that I definitely don't need, and I could probably a gluten-free diet with my Crohn's would probably not be a bad thing.
McLovin, do you want to enter this?
Yeah, this is the worst story I've ever heard in my entire life.
I know.
They didn't have an onion bagel? That's the story?
No, not that they ran out of. They're discontinuing onion bagels. They're not making onion bagels ever again until
You're
further
insane.
notice. And they're not going to have tuna fish ever again. And it has nothing to do with COVID-19 or anything going on in the world.
Yeah,
they just
TFN.
stopped. They just took it off the menu. Onion bagels.
Do you
and tuna
realize
fish.
this
Wasted
is
a
the
lot of
most
everyone's time.
engaged and passionate you have been?
Well, I wanted to weigh in on the Broncos Titans and you shut me
in
down.
the 17 years I've known you.
Onion bagel.
What is in an onion bagel?
Discontinued until further
Who
notice.
comes up with such a thing? Is that what? That seems very random. No more poppy seed bagels.
We're going to take
Get
a
it.
break.
No more.
We're
I don't understand how.
take a break.
I know you want to take a break. I
Slow
don't know.
down. I know, but you can talk during the break.
I
can't
get
punish this
cravings.
audience any more
I
than
get
already.
cravings for an onion bagel with cream cheese. That's off the plate now. It's off
I'm
the
sorry,
menu.
I might be on an island, but I loved that story. I loved it.
It's fantastic
I
on
loved.
Friday.
I absolutely loved everything Todd just said.
Discontinuing the
That's-
bagels.
that's
Not that we're
great.
out of onion bagels. We're not making them ever again.